All right, Bruce, so tell me a little bit about the TC Amateur, the history, and why it's so important here to Traverse City in northern Michigan.
The event started about 16, 17 years ago, and I believe it started at the country club, so the Traverse City Golf and Country Club. And it was a 2-day event since I've known it. And I played in it about 8 years ago, and it was the only competition that you could get into that we used the USGA rules of golf, the one ball rule.
Sure.
Just using all the rules and just going out there and playing your own ball for 2 days, and paying a champion. This tournament we have 2 champions, so we have 2 divisions. We have the senior division, and that's 50 and above, and then we have the open division. And in order to get into the open division, you have to have a handicap of 12 or below. And the seniors can have any handicap this year.
Sure. So once you get old enough, you can play no matter what, right?
That's what I'm rooting for.
So tell me a little bit about the competition there. I mean, you've done it now for 4 years. I know you got about 20 golfers scheduled for this weekend.
Right.
What's it looking like? What kind of level of golfers are we seeing?
We got a lot of seniors. We got some 70-year-olds that have like a 4 or 5 handicap. So Gary Thaxton, who has won the last 3 years and won more before, is our senior competitor. And so I think he's going to have a little competition this year in the senior division. We also have several 2 and 3 handicaps coming into the open division, so that'll be a lot of fun.
And the cool thing about this event, it's taking place at 2 places, correct? Tell me
That's
about
correct,
that.
yeah. We're lucky enough to be at the country club, and so thanks to Roger Bliss and all the people out there and the members. And that's on Saturday, and we're playing at 1 o'clock. And then we're at Lochenheath with Mike Husby and his group, so thanks out to those guys. But we have, I think, 2 of the best venues around.
Sure.
So we got a lot of nice golf courses here in town. We're lucky to be at these 2.
So it's a fun thing, obviously most people aren't going to be able to go out and play in the tournament, but it's a fun thing to go check out and watch.
Come out and watch these guys hit 300-yard drives.
Sure.
1 and 2 handicaps. This is like tournament level. You watch the USGA, the PGA Open. This is that competition.
Sure.
You go out there in the first hole and you get the jitters. People are nervous. I'm nervous right now thinking about that first hole at the country club.
You'll be playing in it too.
I will. That's why I'm running it, so I can play in it.
Now, do they take extra special care checking your scorecard because you could, you know what I mean? What about that?
Yeah, they do. A lot of the rules and officiating is left up to the PGA professionals at the courses. So that's Mike Husby and Roger Bliss.
Okay. So you're straight and narrow, right?
No. I'm clear. There's no worries there.
What about the state of golf here in northern Michigan? Why does it continue to grow and be such a great thing where you can have tournaments like this? Where we had the Michigan Open for years, gone right now, but we have the Michigan Women's Open coming up next week. But what about all these great events and just all the great courses in northern Michigan?
Yeah, this is a golf mecca. It's great to have all these golf courses to pick from. The water is always nice, but it's golf too, and there is something that I do find when we start talking about the Traverse City Amateur, and it's what does it benefit?
Sure.
And it doesn't benefit anything. It's a golf tournament, like baseball or football, hockey.
Love of the game.
It's competition.
Sure.
It's getting out there and trying to be your best, and with no mulligans, no foot mashies, you can't.
Right.
A lot of golf is thought of like golf leagues. And with golf leagues, you have rules that we don't use to speed play along. In tournaments like scrambles, it's how far can you hit the ball, because you want to get on the par 5 and 2. And so you're out there swinging as hard as you can. And so you got 4 chances. You got 4 different players typically that you can use a ball. But this is the one event that I know of that you use 2 days of scoring on your own ball.
Sure.
So this is meant for competition. This is meant for the best players in the area.
And it's true competition for true amateurs. I mean, you
That's
really
correct.
could be not that great a golfer and be able to compete in what's a true, golf event, just like Tiger Woods is every weekend. Yeah.
It's an amateur event, so we don't allow the pros in.
Right.
But also with an amateur event, when we pay prizes to the different divisions, we're keeping in mind that we want the high schoolers to come out and play, and we want to keep their amateur status. So what we do is we make sure that we're following the USGA rules of amateur status, and we're giving out like Visa cards instead of cash and that kind of thing.
Let's check these out here. I'm going to pick this one up.
Oh, yeah.
Hold one of these.
Okay.
And we'll talk about them. All right. Ooh. And now what I think is the coolest thing about this event is like the Stanley Cup.
That's right.
You have a traveling trophy, and you will get your name. You will get a little plaque on here. We saw Brian Cram here in 2011. Oh, and Mike Teeter honorary. Now, what was that? Was he second? Or?
You know, he helped get us into the country club, and so a lot of what he did helped us out. So we haven't done it.
But yeah, what's great. So you got
Gary Thaxton's on there too.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, there you go.
We just started. We just started it, but you know,
you just started the trophy.
It's been so choppy on who's winning what. So we started it brand new, and now this is going to be going on.
You win the event, you get a little plaque on this traveling trophy. That's great. Right. And then you get to keep one too. Tell me about that.
This is a development by a local artist, and it's actually in the shape of a golfer with no golf club. Right, because you're like, where's the golf club? Well, this is more of like the swing, if you can kind of see where their arms are.
Sure.
And here's the head. It's all made out of steel and marble on the bottom.
It's a good artist too. Who's this artist?
Yeah, it's me.
No, it's really
no,
cool.
really. Actually, I've been at some galleries in town and been at some shows. So
you were being humble. You were being modest. You didn't want to say,
it's cheap. No.
Can you buy one of these too if you don't win? Or
no. I make 2 a year.
Really?
And that's it.
Okay.
Gary Thaxton has 3, so we'll see if he gets the other one.
All right. That's good. That's great, Bruce. Thanks.